Rather than be like, oh, fuck, this sucks. I didn't get the job I wanted. I'm not a pro boxer anymore. It's like, no, like, look.
There's still other routes, baby.
All these doors closed, but look, this big one opened for you. Like, you know, instead of hesitating, fucking go jump through it.
I can't just stand still in one place, huh, dude? I'm all over the place.
Shit, I'm the same sometimes.
Bro, I'm ADD. I'm like,
was that
a squirrel? Squirrel? Where?
I can't even see a window with smears.
Bro,
Dude, bothers
just
me.
like, I hear a sound. What?
Yep.
Dude, all right, cool. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Energy Podcast. Like always, if you haven't subscribed or you haven't followed us on Instagram, please stop what you're doing right now. Head over to our pages. Make sure you hit that subscribe and follow button. Our goal here is to reach at least one new person each podcast, and we cannot do it without the help of our Energy family. Before we get into today's guest, our purpose here at the Energy is to always promote and uplift our community. So we'd like to take time to highlight some of our past guests, recent accomplishments, and as well as future endeavorments. So big shout out to a guest and close friend, Adrian Gutierrez, on joining the Rev Body team. If you don't know who they are, make sure you go listen to episode 29 of the Energy Podcast, which is now streaming everywhere that you go stream your shit. On the music side, things are about to get hot. Our past guests, Sebi OG and Rossi Rock, are working on their long-awaited collab project, No Rings, as they will be releasing very new music very, very soon, hopefully next week. And so make sure you keep a lookout for that.
Rossi was episode 19, and Sebi was...
Episode 1 and episode 18. 18 and 1. All right, but also big congratulations over to a girl, Mariana Matara, on her first makeup seminar. My sister actually was there, and she said it was kick ass. And for those that don't know who Mariana Matara is, make sure you go over to the Energy page, get episode...
Well, we had the mukbang with her, remember?
Yeah, we have 2 episodes, the mukbang and the one about her. So make sure you click either of those and go onto her profile if you want to get information on how to become a makeup artist or just simply want some inspiration on some new looks. She's definitely killing the makeup game.
Episode 7 and episode 22.
Episode 7 and episode 22, ladies and gentlemen. And last, but definitely not least, close friend of the Energy Podcast, Paul Ariola, suffered a devastating injury this past weekend. On the behalf of the Energy Podcast, we just want to wish you a speedy recovery and cannot wait until you're back out in the pitch. Animo, hermano. Let's get it. Bro, Marcos, it's crazy, bro, how proactive all our guests have been since we last had them on. We're very fortunate to have people like that just, taking leadership in our community and just, going forth on their missions to accomplish their goals, bro. I think it's just crazy. What do you think?
I think there's been so many creative guests that we've had, and I just can't wait to have them on again in the future, see what happens.
It's the growth, baby. It's all about the growth.
Exactly.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the talent does not stop there. Let me get you guys started on tonight's guest for episode 30. Raised in the South Bay, and talk about dedication. I was actually fortunate enough to be linked with this man a few months back through a mutual acquaintance, and God, he was just so passionate about explaining how this young man was so dedicated to his craft and how he has overcame any obstacle in his way. He's actually just coming off his launch for his line of watches, Dan Blanco. And it doesn't stop there. He also creates beautiful canvas art from scratch with his unique style. And if that wasn't enough, aside from knocking out his goals, he's also knocking around the punching bag, as boxing has been a big pillar in his life. But with that being said, ladies and gents, tonight's guest, Nova's Dan, a.k.a. Dan Blanco, and his family knows him as Daniel Morales. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Doing great. Yourself?
Good, bro. Just right here trying to get this long-ass intro through out of the way. God damn.
Just getting started.
For real, bro. We're just getting started already halfway through the podcast. Yes, talk about killing time. So what's up, bro? Let's get into this, man. Like, for the people that don't know you, just give us a little background, who you are.
I'm just another kid raised in the South Bay.
Mm-hmm.
My parents been working hard all their life. I feel like I realized at a very young age because of boxing, that discipline, dedication, staying focused. I just, ever since I've seen all my parents have done for myself, at like age 17, 18, I realized like, like I didn't come here just to be just one more statistic.
Yeah.
Like my coach, I talked to him recently. He's like, yeah, don't be another statistic. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? In my terms, like, I don't want to be average.
Exactly.
So eventually outside of the boxing world, I found that creativity inside of me. And I just started exploding it. And I'm just chasing it every day, trying to maximize that creativity.
No, yeah, definitely, bro. And that's all you could do. Once you find that, I feel like that center motivational thing that gets you going. And for some people, it's gym. For some people, it's writing poems. For some people, it's, just taking pictures and doing their whatever art they do, man.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has a safe space where they're able to just, disconnect from the world and just focus on whatever it is that they want to accomplish. And it always comes through some sort of, physical activity that isn't just physical, but it also goes mental, So I wanted to talk to you about, bro. So you just launched your brand, bro, and big congrats, bro.
Thanks.
I know it's been a long time coming and you've been working very, very hard at it, but take us a little bit through the process and how that all started, bro.
Oh man, it's crazy. So back in 2016, like mid 2016, I was with my buddies. It was super random. I came across Instagram scrolling, just another day, and I find this app that says create your own watch and you print your logo and everything. And I was like, I'm a big fan of watches myself, so I was just spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Like, how come I don't start my own thing? So it just sparked from there. I took it to my buddy. He's like, he never doubted or hesitated. He just, yeah, let's do it. So like a year later, we find this watch fair in Hong Kong. Boom, we just went. We didn't hesitate at all. We just did it, rolled with it, found a manufacturer. We talked to various manufacturers, actually 2 of them. It didn't work out,
Right.
and then we ended up working out with this guy that we're working right now. And he's the right guy so far. He's actually designed watches for Audi.
You know what's funny? That's what Eddie led with. He's like, yeah, like he's working with somebody that like designed the watches for Audi. But it's crazy, like the way that you just explain it. Like you're like, oh, I had an idea, I did this, and then I did that, and it was just basically like instinct.
Yeah.
Like no hesitation is what I get from it.
Yeah.
And I feel that's what a lot of people struggle with, They hesitate on, oh, should I take that step or is that the right move? And by the time they thought about that, pues el tren ya pasó.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I feel like people think la piensan mucho.
Yeah, they think about it
It's
too much.
like-
They
it's
hesitate
like, I tell
themselves.
everybody around me, a lot of times my family, my girlfriend, her family, they try
Yeah.
to put me in the spotlight. Like,
Yeah.
look at everything he's done. And I'm like, yeah, that's sick. But as much as what I have done, like, I want to help you guys.
Yeah. And that's, that's almost what I feel this generation that we are growing up with is very good at. We want to bring everybody that we can on board with us, or we want to be able to, enlighten the people that, have that dark cloud over them, So it's almost like, yeah, we're doing when we're figuring out as we go, but along that path, we still want to bring anyone we can with us and share that information if we're able to change their lives.
Yeah, without a doubt. I feel like just in general, or from my perspective,
Yeah.
in their culture, Hispanic culture, or it could apply to many other cultures, we try to compete a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I could see
I
that.
feel like we need to put that competitive side.
And I can relate to that because of like just growing up in my family, there's always competitiveness, like who's better, who's doing better. You know what I mean?
And it's not even they're doing it on purpose. It's just
It's
a
nature. It's
subconscious,
nature. Yeah,
natural instinct, and they don't realize it. But it's like I just feel like it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. So like
It does, and I want to say it's a negative environment. Once you're very clear on your path and your vision, it's very tough to go and share with different people and have them understand it and see it the way you do, because it's very difficult for them to understand something that they don't know.
Oh yeah, without doubt, dude. Ever since boxing, I just always had that. In the high school, I never partied. I never went to. No, I had nothing to do with school. It was just school. Out, take the bus to the trolley station, trolley to H Street, to box, every day for 4 years. That's all I did.
And what would you say those 4 years that you devoted yourself to that discipline? How did that help you, and what did you learn about yourself?
Oh man, you can say that mama mentality, or some peace Kobe.
Yeah,
but,
no, definitely.
It's another way of explaining to what he lived up to. I would see all these guys partying. I was like, you know what? I ain't trying to party. I'm trying to build something here.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to be one more person.
Yeah,
And-
another statistic.
And dude, I would go off on Facebook and putting all these inspirational quotes, and at the time people would laugh at you. You know, they're like, oh,
bro,
this-
I'm right there with you. Trust me.
You're weird.
Like, I laughed
blah,
at
blah,
too.
like you ain't trying to party, you ain't trying to be cool, talk to girls. I'm like, bro, like yeah, that's cool, but you know,
There's a bigger picture right now.
and I'm in a place which I might not be the only person in this spot, but I can't just be successful and roll with it and take off. And I gotta take care of my mom, my dad. You know, I got a different package I'm dealing
Yeah,
with.
you got a force behind you.
I gotta. It's the drive is not even for me. It's mostly for my mom, my dad.
Yeah.
You know, retire my dad. You know, so I can.
And you know, as you're growing up, and this, you know, this ties into a lot of people right now that are, you know, they're at that middle ground where they want to spread themselves from the pack. You know what I mean? Because everybody's fighting to get out of the pack, bro. And then once you realize that the competition is at the bottom of the barrel, once you keep climbing, bro, it gets more. The competition gets, how do I say it? Less and less and less, but more condensed, because there's people that are actually doing what they need to do, and all the people that want to hang out, party, invest their time in Netflix, and do all that good, like cool stuff, they get left behind, bro.
Yeah, no, people don't realize that it's a big difference from, you know, having that entrepreneur on your
Yeah.
bio. I'm a trader, this investor, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big difference from talking about it and then doing it, and then at this point where I'm at right now, I've just cut off everything that's negative, even including family,
You have to.
including anything
Any negative energy you
any
don't
type
want.
of negative energy. I don't need any unnecessary comments, any type of that. I cut it out. I'm just focused on my craft right now. I'm just focusing super on marketing and ads. Dude, it's crazy how everything works out, you know. And then, like you said, it's at this point right now of my life in general, it's just being consistent.
That's the key, bro.
Just in general, if you talk about God, you know, no matter, you're gonna struggle, you're gonna see some dark days, but at the end of the day, you're gonna win.
Yep.
No matter what. If you stay at it consistent, take one step every day. You know, it's like I tell my business partner, I'm like, bro, all we gotta do is one watch a day. That's it.
That's it.
So far, these last 3 days, one watch a day. One watch a day.
But do you think it's crazy how you put that in your mind and you back it up with the work ethic and it's manifesting it? And people think manifestation is like, hey, let me just sit down and think about it and let me just, you know, keep thinking about it and let me keep thinking about it some more and then it's going to happen. Now, you got to realize that, yeah, you got to have it in mind at all times, but while you're having it in mind, you got to back it up with work. You got to back it up with hustle. And I feel like you are a definition of that, bro, you know, because it's difficult. How old are you?
24.
24, bro. We're right at the sweet spot where we're old enough to know, but young enough to still kind of, you know, mess around and get lost here and there, which is, I feel it's a advantage and disadvantage because we're at the middle ground, bro, you know? So if we don't ground ourselves and discipline ourselves right, I mean, we could go back to bad habits or just fall behind and become another statistic.
Yeah, like I said, it all comes down to being, Warren Buffett stated in one of his quotes, it's not about being the smartest person in the room, it's about being the most disciplined.
Yep.
Consistency.
Yep.
You know, you can be smarter than me, you're more talented than me, but if I'm not as talented or you're as smart as you, but if I keep taking one step every single day and you're relying just on your talent, you know.
It goes even from sports, bro. Talent only takes you so far. Work ethic and hustle is going to keep you there.
Bro, I just posted earlier in my Instagram is like, you know, you got to work every day like you don't have anything.
Exactly.
That's the only way you keep going. Because we might be like, oh, I got the car I want.
Let me take the foot off the pedal.
I got the money.
Let me just
I got
take
the
off.
girl I want.
Yep.
I got the house. But you're just going to settle now. And it's like, you got to, Mayweather said it too. You gotta train. You gotta train like you ain't got nothing.
No, of course, because that's what happens. I feel once you keep hitting your thresholds and you know that you're gonna accomplish your goals, you know you got to keep challenging yourself at all times because you know at one point it's human nature to be complacent and feel comfortable. You know.
Yeah, no doubt. And then you know, people might be like, it's all cliche, like, oh, working out, hardcore dedication. Is like, bro, I've seen days. Like, nobody knows this, my mom, my girl is like, I've seen days when I was in my room, I was in my bathroom crying,
dude,
because I would break down because I set up this person of who I am, and then I realized I'm like, dude, like I'm nowhere near this person, and you just break down and you cry, and it's like, I got no money, I don't got this, I don't got that, you know, and it just brings you down. But then it's those days, it's what makes you, dude. Like those days is a People don't see that.
See, but I can relate to that a lot because it's like those days where you feel like nothing's going right. You feel like you're lost. You feel like, damn, why am I even doing this? But those little hiccups and those thoughts is what literally for me catapults me to the next day, wake up and be like, nah, you know what? What the fuck was I thinking? That's some bitch shit, homie. And I kid you not. It's like an emotional roller coaster, bro. Like you're going up, you're going down, you're steady. But you always have to keep in mind that, hey, I'm doing this for a reason. It's all mindset at the end of the day. And if you're able to control it, bro, those days pass by and there's going to be rainy days like we talked, but there's going to be sunny days as well.
No, and the big thing, like you just mentioned, it's once you realize that all that's part of it, you're like, okay, this is cool.
It's just another day. Another day in the journey.
Once you start studying, another big thing is role model somebody.
Yeah,
that's up
definitely.
There. I'm doing it right now. I'm role modeling entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing about like our modern age, bro. We have all this access to all this information, all this people, all this knowledge that you really have, whatever you want at the tip of your hand. Like, motherfucker, we got an iPhone. We can look up whatever the fuck we want.
I mean, look what we're doing right now.
You know what I mean? Hey, like we're reaching people right now just because we have a little tool. And now it's so much easier to get mentored, but you also have to know what style you are, I feel like, because you can't relate to everybody, I like to keep it to like 1, 2, 3 people that I relate with, and then that's too much after that.
What works for me is I nitpick from all these different people.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this works for me. It not necessarily works for you, but you get what
you can maneuver it.
You maneuver around, you pick little things you like from different people. Because, there's stages you learn from one guy, and then you're all about this guy, and then the next step you're all about this guy. But it's like, no, like...
Take a little bit from everybody.
Take little things and then come up with yourself, with who you are.
And that's actually what I really like to do is, get inspiration from everybody else, not copy them, but make it my own and how I'm able to relate it to my world and to my audience, and then reamp it up and give it to them. Because I feel like everything's based off inspiration, bro. Everybody somebody does it, somebody runs with the idea, tweaks it, innovates it, and then it's their own idea, bro. But it all starts with inspiration, which leads to the next question. Where do you get your inspiration from, bro?
My parents.
Your parents.
My parents. I think that's it.
Yeah. No, I mean, then that's a strong why and a strong anchor, bro, Like me growing up, bro, like same thing. Like my dad was in and out of the house. It was my single mom, like raising us the whole time. And for me, bro, I owe everything to my mom. She put up with my tonto ass for like years, and she still is, bro, to this day. And I feel at one point we owe it to our parents that, they came here to change our lives. So we owe it to them to change theirs.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I could think of many other people, but it was just people that, entrepreneurs, athletes in general. I was like, oh, like this guy has gone through similar stuff. Yeah. This lady, so at the end of the day, I think it's my parents. Yeah. Knowing and realizing everything they did for me and the severity of the things they did. And I'm like, damn, once there was times where I'd be running to getting ready to go fight, compete in amateur tournaments. Yeah. I would picture my mom, running, because she crossed the border. Yeah. And I would picture my mom running, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not fucking running fast enough. I fucking better run faster. So it's little things like that, like, just push me. It's like, damn, like, mom did this. Like, I can't be complaining.
No, yeah, definitely. Do you feel that if you connect an emotion to an action, it propels you to do it even more?
Yeah, no doubt. But no doubt, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like once you back it up with like something that like, yo, I can't not do this because I'm gonna let my mom down, or I'm gonna let my best friend down. I'm gonna let anybody that you really care about. Once you back it emotion with action, I feel like that's the key to just fucking never stopping.
Yeah, dude. It's just, and then now it's like my parents look up to me, So it's like you said, many actions. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. At the times I might doubt myself, but everybody's looking at you like a beast, and like you're the one down in your head.
But that's crazy because people only see from the outside in, meaning that they don't know what's going on in the inside. You know what I mean? So I could be smiling right now, looking fucking amazingly happy, but inside I'm fucking like, oh shit, like, yo, nothing's going right here.
I cannot tell you how many days I've been
You know what I mean? But I feel like that's what we use as positive motivation for us in a weird way. Like, those doubts and those fucking days that we just feel like shit is what makes you think like, hey, well, when those better days come, these days will get overcome by that.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's one of the biggest things. Like I said, this beginning of the year, we're going strong, and it's just that. Being consistent and realize there's gonna be some dark, shitty days, like.
You said something about you cut off everything when you were younger, bro. And I feel a lot of people can benefit from this. What did you say and how did you keep yourself from falling into the party scene, doing all that stuff and going out and basically deviating from your path?
Back from high school?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it was just, I grew up watching boxing. I grew up watching Manny Pacquiao, Eric Morales. All my family get together in San Isidro and then watch the fights. And then me and my little brother will fight. We'd cut the little oranges and put it as a mouthpiece, and we'd fight with little kids,
Yeah.
So we grew up like that, and then I just always had that thing for boxing, and my dad I would make drawings of boxing.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. Like, I won't say I was poor.
Right.
But, there wasn't anything that I didn't need. Like, my dad did everything. Like, he would take away from himself to get myself.
There you go. You were fortunate enough to be able to have everything you needed,
exactly.
not everything you wanted.
And on top of that, so I was grateful, and I knew, now I know everything my dad did, and appreciate everything. But then this all follows up with like what you said about being setting yourself apart from the crowd. Just growing up, man. Growing up and seeing all the struggles and everything, subconsciously all the things that my dad would tell me that I would say. And it's like, damn, like I had no idea about that. Like I've told my grandma, I'll buy your house when I'm older. Yeah. Like like I'm gonna be rich. Like little things that you're like at the time you don't realize, but later on it's
but
like,
you're speaking it out to an existence,
bro,
what I mean?
it's bigger than us. Like it's something I won't say it's meant to be.
I'm the goosebumps, bro.
But it's like it's
destiny.
It's like it's for you.
Yeah.
It's like I posted earlier in my Instagram. It's like once you start realizing that things are happening for you rather than, oh, that's funny, that's curious. Like, no, that's happening for you.
And tell me if this doesn't happen to you. Like, there's times where I'd be going through some rough patches in life, and I'm rather than think why me, I'm like, what is this situation trying to teach me? You know what I mean? Like, or like I start looking at my signs because, dude, there's signs out there. Life is gonna put signs at you. It's just, are you smart enough to pick them up?
Oh yeah, no, all the time, all the time.
I'm like, okay, all right, I'm going through this right now. Let's break it down. What am I gonna learn from this? What do I know not to do again? Instead of being why me? Because when I think about why me, I'm always like, well, shit. Who else would I want this to happen to? Like, why would I want this to happen to somebody else? So it's like, shit. I got to go through it. This is a rough patch in life, but we can get through this.
Oh, dude, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. Like, why does this happen? Like, what am I supposed to learn from this?
Yeah.
Rather than,
and it's that mentality of just being a student to life.
Rather than putting yourself in the feel sorry for me. Like, no, like, okay. Like, I'm driving up. Like, what am I supposed to learn about this?
Dude, it's literally like that. Because if you don't, you're going to. You fall into that depression. You fall into the negative thoughts, and then that goes spiral into that fucking world you don't want to be a part of.
Yeah, and then like you mentioned earlier, just that all the struggles from being a little kid I took it subconsciously to my older self. I applied it to boxing, running every day. I lost my first 8 boxing fights. What did I learn? You got to work harder.
Yeah, of course.
You got to stick to the craft. I stuck to it. I kept getting beat up, but I showed up every day.
Every day, and that's what you expect.
And I ended up being the skinny kid, being looked at like, oh, it's skinny.
I
get in the ring, come back out, they'd be like, oh, damn, like,
este
little
flaquito
skinny.
Yeah.
Oh, I would get that look all the time. And, it's just, like in high school, I just didn't want to be another statistic.
Yeah.
All the things my parents have done for me, and my brothers and my sisters, it was like, you know what, like, they did all that for me to just be here and be average. Like, no. And many people are going to look at it like, oh, not be average? Like, what's wrong with that? It's like, no, you don't get it. Like,
there's more to it.
There's more to this than just getting a regular job, your pension, 2-week vacation every year. Like, that's lame, dude.
Dude, you know what does it for me? And this pisses me off? It's like, okay, there's 54 weeks in a year. Right? If you're paid weekly, you get paid those 54 weeks, right? If you get paid bi-weekly, you get paid 26 times. If you get paid bi-monthly, you get paid 24 times, right? So that means right off the bat, you can tally up how much you're going to make a year. And maybe you can add a few hundred more for overtime, but that's it. You're capped. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And if that number isn't something you're comfortable with, what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? Like, there's other avenues to take to better your life, do better, and like make more money if that's what you really want to do.
Yeah, correct.
But I just feel like people that stay complacent are complacent because that's their choice. Because they're afraid to jump out of and take a leap of faith and say, hey, let me go try this, and if it doesn't work, like, pues ni modo, I'll go try something else.
Yeah, no, I guess for that, it's once I guess being comfortable and settling down for average is just, you know, how can I say it, like, it's the route to go for majority of people, and then when you see somebody stepping out of the it's like I bring this example all the time.
Yeah, of course.
You see all the ducks walking together, right? All the little duckies, and then one starts walking out going his own route. Everybody's gonna look at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Right?
Like, how come
wait, I thought we're all supposed to go this way.
Exactly. It's a fucking robot manufacturer.
Definitely.
And they don't realize that. But when you realize it, like, oh, you're fucking weird. Blah, blah, why are you trying to be different? It's like, no. Like,
I'm not trying to be different. I'm trying to be me.
And then now I recently, well, not recently, it's one of the later stages of my life. I started just looking, you know what? Like, this is who I am. If you want to settle for average and be cool with that and get a paycheck and pension and retirement, that's cool. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah.
You know, I got friends, you know, I'll look at them and, you know, my friends and everything. I'm not going to look at him with the perspective of CEO.
Like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this. Because some people aren't made for that, though.
You're my homie and that's it, you know. I'm not going to put labels on you and expect you to be the same as I am. You know, you're just my homie. And, you know, I won't treat you the same.
So what advice would you give to someone who isn't comfortable, like you said, to take risks that, say, you could take or I could take, Brian could take? What would you give them as a, you know, what would your advice be for them to, like, step out of their comfort zone like that?
I guess my advice would be you got to find something that you truly love. That's the biggest one. What I do, it comes truly out of my heart. I don't do it to impress nobody. I don't do it for the money.
I'm pretty impressed, I'm not going to lie.
I don't do it for none of that, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's it, man. Like, you got to find something you love. Like, I don't think there's any other way. That's what works for me.
No, definitely.
You know? I don't think there's any other thing that I could think of right now.
But no, that works perfectly, bro. There's 1,000 personalities and there's 1,000 people that are just like you out in the world, you know?
Yeah.
And by you just saying that, bro, someone's going to relate to that, you know? Everyone has the same personality, you know, in a big spectrum. There's going to be a lot of people you relate with, just as there's going to be people that you don't relate with, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just your opinion, and that's what we're entitled to. And you said earlier, like, oh, yeah, like, I don't label my friends. Well, yeah, you know, what your opinion is your opinion. If they have their opinion that they don't like what you're doing, bro, that's fucking cool. That's your opinion. You can think of that all you want. Just
and then like Marcus asked, I think how we can make them relate to what I'm saying and how to step out of the comfort zone would be just by looking at other similar people.
Of course.
Inspiration,
Similar people,
baby.
like, dude, this guy comes from where I come. You know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Eventually, in the long run, I want to open up an art school.
Yeah.
And help these high school kids and start selling, because I'm selling artwork right now.
Yeah.
So I want to help these high school kids start making money right off the get-go from high school.
And you told me, you're like, there was not support through my teacher, you know?
Oh yeah, no, there was no support. She knew that I had a different style of art, you know, but she never gave me a canvas. She never gave me a canvas to paint, so I never, you know, you're never gonna know if you don't throw yourself to the shark. You gotta throw yourself to the sharks and see if you can be the badass. You know?
Definitely, bro.
I mention that every day.
How do you learn how to swim? Jump in the pool.
Bro, jump in the pools. It's like I tell my mom, you know what? My brother's doing all this fucking average stuff. Let him drown.
Yeah.
Let him figure it out.
Learn to swim on your own.
That's how I figured a lot of stuff, you know? It's I don't know. But yeah, man, it's just all these hard things that just build you up.
Yeah, bro. It's those obstacles that build that tough skin, bro.
It's all those obstacles, you know, and then, but for me, I always mention all the time to everybody, boxing.
But I feel that's your pillar. That's where it comes from, bro.
Boxing set me up to learning from struggling. I lost my first 8 fights. Cool.
Mindset.
I stayed consistent, boxing, running every day. You know, I realized, I gotta work out harder. Boom, started running, working out harder. I actually no. I lost my first 4 fights, and then I beat this kid who had 94 fights in a tournament, you know. And then at the time, my dad was all scared, like, you know, this guy has over 90 fights, he's gonna whoop you.
Papa, te va a chingar.
No, because I was training with all these guys with good experience back in Gutierrez boxing gym, you know.
Yeah, shout out Gutierrez, Adrian.
Yeah. But, you know, I learned from all of them. Max, David, Juan Medina with Dan Boxing.
Yeah. Well, Juan Medina is actually related to me. He's like my tío, dude.
Oh, no.
Dude, it's crazy. I know, bro. I'm telling you.
You're like family.
I know, right? Hey, I've never met this guy before, and it turns out we have family related. So, hey, he might be my primo.
Primo lejano.
Primo. So, bro, we've had a lot of creatives on the podcast. We've been fortunate enough to. And, there's this piece that's, just right here behind us, bro. What is your creative process, bro? Everyone's is different. What would you say your approach is?
I just play music and go. And just run with it.
Is there any time where you're kind of like in between drawing something and you're like,
oh, dude, all the time.
I might switch this up right here.
All the time. The piece before this one, I had a whole different. That's the thing with all these art pieces. People think I have set up an idea of what I'm doing.
That's because there's so much going on that it kind of contradicts, but kind of makes sense.
And it's not true at all. I go as I play with as I'm painting.
You figure it out.
See, I'm as I'm rolling with it, I start. You know what? I tried.
But okay, now relating it to life, would you say that you paint the same way that you go about your life? You just go and then you figure it out, and eventually, look what you created.
I feel like, let me say this again. I feel like I have an idea of what I'm painting in my mind. It's funny because
that's how it starts.
I had an idea of what I wanted to paint. I've always been the abstract artist, so I have an idea, but then I just go with it, and then I might readjust as I go. Same with life.
Yeah,
we have a plan, like business. We have a plan. But we readjust as we go.
Because it never plays out the way that you planned it out.
And then just in life too,
Yeah,
of course. Things are not going to go as you 100% to the script.
Never. You got to have a script.
But you readjust. You need to have an idea of where you want to go, but it's not going to go 100%.
Nope, you just need the idea to guide you around the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So talk about this texture right here, bro. How do you make this?
That's just some type of.
You're like, nah, I can't tell you that secret, bro.
I tell many people, I'm like, bro, like, it's not to show off or anything, but I can give you all the tools to do this.
Yeah, but you won't.
And I guarantee you 100% it won't come out the same. It's just a hand, dude. Like, I don't know. My business partner's like, bro, how'd you come up with this design? This is crazy. And I'm like, bro, like, I just play my music.
Get lost in the sauce.
I just get dude. It low key feels like I'm high, but I'm not.
Makes sense. No, but that's
and
the
I'm
thing.
Sober,
you don't need to be high.
I just play.
You
music.
gotta find your zone.
Bro, I just play music, or what I would do, I start playing music, and then I get in the zone, like you said. Boom, I'm feeling the vibe. Cool, let's go. And I just start drawing for hours.
Yeah.
And it's like I lose track of time. There's this book when they talk about it. It's like when you're doing something you truly love, you start losing. You lose track of time.
Because time's only something made up to keep track of shit, when in reality time's kind of just irrelevant.
So I just lose track of time.
Yeah.
And I just paint I just draw as I go. Same with painting. That's the same. But coming down to this, this is a paste. It's a type of paste, and then you just blend it in with the black and white paint on top. But it's all comes down to the brush, the way you
finish it.
Yeah, the way you finish it.
How long does it take you to create a piece like this?
This one took me like 3 weeks. It depends, because I can't just go in my room and paint all day. I get bored. I get annoyed of it. I'll paint for like an hour.
I gotta come back to it.
The way I go at it is, if I feel like painting, I'll paint. If I don't, I just won't even play with it, because I don't know. Feel it. I just know. I just have this feeling, so I won't paint at all if I don't really. I'm feeling it, and then the next following day, what I'm feeling like painting, and I'll go and some badass shit comes out. Just like designs. I cannot tell you many days that I would go to the gym at night. So when people hit me up, hey, let's go out.
I'm at the gym.
I'm tired. I'm tired already. I'm like, I can't go. So I'll get home.
Note to self.
I'll get home. Dude, I'll get home. I'll start drawing. And then the next day, I'm like, I'll send it to my buddy. I'm like, bro, look what I just did. My business partner's like, damn, that's fucking sick, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, but you said come out, right?
I'm like, bro. He'd be like, damn, like, like, que bueno que no saliste.
Simón, pues, güey, si no hubiera creado eso.
Bro, it's like Russ says, like, I didn't go to the club. I stayed home and cut a hit.
Dog, you got to practice the craft. You got to work at it, bro.
And then that's how you get better in anything. You just go at it every day.
No, yeah, definitely.
There's no people would be like, oh, it's because you can draw because your dad and your grandpa and your uncle. And I'm like, yeah, it could be because of that, but I also draw every day.
Now, and I could relate to you on that, because there's days where I'm on my phone all the time making videos, putting myself out there. But then there's times where I won't post nothing for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just feel like if I don't have something good to say, like
even
why even say anything, you know? Like, and if I
Yeah.
want to share something with you, then I'm gonna share when I feel it.
Exactly.
And if I don't feel anything, then why the fuck am I saying it? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
I just feel like you can relate anything to art. You know, like when I speak, I feel like that's my art, bro. That's how I'm able to connect with people. You know, some people connect through your art, bro. You know, some people see this and you know.
It's funny. One of my main goals, you can say,
Yeah.
through my art is I wanted to bring the way you look at my art is like, damn, like you got all excited and happy. A lot of my clients that have bought my art, they're like, bro, like I look at your work and my, you know, the art piece is hanging in my room and I just get all happy, you know, like, dude, that's so cool because
So what do you make?
that's
them
what I
feel?
wanted,
Yeah.
you know? I wanted to transport that energy through my work to you.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You
it makes
know?
perfect sense.
Dude, I fall in love with every single art piece that I make. Like when people are like, how much you want for it? I'm like, oh, this much. And then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to sell it.
This is dope. Like, I'm gonna keep it for myself.
You get attached
Nah,
to
yeah,
the work.
definitely.
You get attached to the work. I did the last piece. Did an art piece like a week ago with my buddies. His grandpa
Right.
passed away.
R.I.P.
Yeah. I ended up liking the art piece.
You're like, hey, bro, I'm gonna make you another one because I didn't like how it came out.
I made an art piece for Eddie too.
Oh shit, for real? Oh yeah, he has it up in his
Dude,
office.
That art piece is so badass.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's so badass. I was like, I was tempted. I was like, should I just make a copy, give him the copy, and I'm still with the original?
Hey, I've never heard that before. He's like,
Hey,
bro, I
my
love my
bad-
art so
my
much
bad,
that I
Eddie.
might just keep it.
Bro, every single art piece that I do, that I create.
Has a special meaning to you, pretty much.
Yeah, man. And then you mentioned earlier something about painting to get you away from something.
Yeah.
It was times back last year. No, actually not. Beginning of 2018.
Yeah.
My dad would be all stressed, you know, money, bills. And I could just hear him arguing with my mom. So I was in my room, you know what? Reading, painting. Took me away from that. It's really funny how every single art piece that I create relates to the time when I did it.
Oh, okay.
It's like a book.
Yeah.
There's this art piece I did, what's the name of this character? Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay.
Dude, I drew him, Speedy Gonzalez, painted him with 2 money bags.
Hey.
And at that time, my dad was like all stressed out, arguing with mom about money.
I gotta get money fast.
And I created that when he was going through that. In my room, I can hear the screams. I was just in my room. I was like, you know, I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm just going to keep.
But in a weird way, subconsciously, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It did, but I reacted in a different way.
But
I
that's-
didn't react. I acted.
There you go. And you were proactive, not reactive.
Exactly.
So I feel like that's a very good topic to kind of like talk about, because how do you exert your anger or your emotions when you don't have anything else, you know, besides turning to drugs, turning to alcohol,
Yeah.
turning to party, you know? Like, I feel people get lost in this realm where it's like, that's my escape. When in reality, you, instead of going out, you should be
Yeah.
going in, start realizing who you are from inside and know how to deal with that.
I think one of the things for me that has helped me with that is having somebody to talk to. I'll talk to my mom. I'll talk to my girlfriend. I don't talk to my dad that much, but I talk mostly to my mom. But my dad sees me, what I do, and
Yeah.
he kind of, my mom's told me before, he gets that inspiration for me, you know.
I think because it's more difficult for your dad's full Mexican, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like more macho, like, you know,
Sí, sí,
I'm
sí.
so-
He's
you know,
got-
like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's
It's
kind of
that
like
culture.
that tough love, like, I see you,
But
but
I
I
don't-
not the way, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you're doing good.
Yeah, no doubt. But I know deep down he's proud,
No, of course.
and everything I do, you know, I do it for
'Cause
him
your actions
and my
show it.
mom, you know.
That's also something you see from the South Bay a lot, where people, you know, you were given that go to college and then right after get a job, you know, and it's
Oh.
when you try to follow this other, you know, this other career choice, career path, you know, they just can't accept that. So you see that a lot in the South Bay. That's why we do like interviewing people like you or other creators, because we want to see what your process was in order to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
Correct. No doubt. Yeah, and that's what I want to do. I want to, you know, just like what you guys trying to do, and I'm not the only one here, you know.
Yeah, so that's what we all
super-
gotta connect together.
That's super sick,
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
because this is once you see that we're all tagging along, you know.
Everybody was going to want to come and be a part of this
Exactly.
positive
And
fucking movement, bro. Yeah, community.
dude, and you know, that should be the goal, you know. It's crazy, you know, from my generation to the younger generation. I see them doing the same shit. You know, my brother,
Yeah, no.
He's 21, just partying, doing stupid shit. I'm like, bro, like
I must guess.
I don't tell him anymore. I got tired of it. I used to tell my mom all the time, like, hey, he needs to
Déjalo.
to get his shit together. But now I was like, you know what? Like I can't be dragging for them. Like I gotta focus on me.
Yeah, because whether you like it or not, that's draining your energy.
You can't exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that takes away from your.
It might sound shady, but it's the truth. You
gotta no, it's not shady at all. On the contrary.
And then even with just family itself, sometimes they need help, and then or just favors. Is like, you know what? Like I can't. Sometimes I feel like our own family or culture holds you back from your growth.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like you gotta say, hey, so, you know what? I can't.
Even though it's killing you, you know that in the long run for you, it's smarter to say, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt. And then my grandma passed away last year. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
My whole family was in the hospital. They were all crying, all sad. It's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about it with my mom already. I try to live it like it's the last day,
Yeah.
Mom will say hi, I'll kiss her, say bye, I love you. But when my grandma passed away, everybody was in the hospital, crying, just like every other family. I was at the gym working out. My dad was all mad. Like, why are you at the gym? You should be here. I'm like, I'm telling Mom. I didn't tell my dad, but I'll tell him, like, why does he want me there? Just so he could be crying like the rest of all you guys? Like, no, like, I got to go out and keep life goes on. But the way I'm going to represent for my grandma is.
That was your way of coping.
Yeah. My work, everything I do in life, business in general, I keep my grandma in mind. I pray. I try to pray every night. Yeah, a picture of her in my house. I'll just take a knee and, say thank you for, health, finances.
Everything.
Being smart, thriving as I go, and then just being grateful for everything that I do to God and my grandma.
And that's the little things that you got to be grateful for, and you got to stop and really just, think about it and give thanks that you're able to have those people, have those experiences, and have that mindset, bro, because I feel a lot of people don't have that mindset and they're just lost doing whatever it is that the coolest thing to do nowadays is.
I have something to say to what he said earlier about how to step out of the
go ahead, bro.
line.
Yeah.
You have to separate yourself and you need to isolate yourself and be by yourself to find who you are. That's how you find it. Because I spend a lot of time like that. I spent a lot of days, I was just in my room by myself, painting, reading. Thinking, exactly, figuring out, who am I? But yeah, like, I think that's it. That's the key. Stepping out of being from society and then from being around all these, your friends, you kind of start to fit in and mold, and then you become a product of the environment.
Yeah.
By not being by yourself, because who you are, who you hang around with.
You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with.
People think it's not true.
It's so true.
People thinking it's not true, but it's very true. Other than that, I don't have any other explanation. But things just happened for me, and like I mentioned earlier, I just found about this. The watch thing, started designing. I told my friend, and we just roll with it. I think it's just following your instincts and what you truly love.
Of course.
I guess when you're by yourself, you'll find that inner self. You'll find who you are when you're by yourself. But you gotta
energy here.
You gotta isolate yourself. But the energy. You gotta be by yourself so you can be like, you know what? Who am I?
That's exactly.
How do I dress? What do I wear?
Say. Like without having anybody's outside influence on you, you got to just sit down, get to know who you are, what you are, how you are, because if you don't know those, then how the fuck are you ever going to know what you do, like you don't like, and how can you do shit?
Because what happens when you're around all your friends and society in general, you're trying to fit in, you're trying to mold yourself around who you are. You end up dressing like them. I see it in my brother.
Yeah.
He tries to dress, all his friends are the same. They all drive the same cars. They all do the same shit. And at the same time, it can be like, oh, you think you're better than me? It's like, no, bro, like I'm telling you it's facts.
Bro, it's fucking. You could see it when you're outside.
It's facts. It's the perspective I'm getting from outside. So I feel like I isolated myself for a long time.
Yeah, same.
I was honest, dude. I before I started dating my girlfriend, I was single for a long time. I was single since like 3 years. Because I just spent time by myself.
Because you couldn't. I feel like I was the same, bro. You weren't right within yourself, so how can you be right by someone else?
It's like you gotta love yourself
before you love anybody else.
You can't be, found my half my other half.
She's the one that makes me happy. No,
There's
dude,
other
no.
half.
You're adding on to my happiness that I already done had myself. Like I found this for myself.
Yeah.
You're just adding to it.
There's no other half.
Yeah, no, it's
you
your
gotta
full.
be full, you know. But yeah, man, I feel like you gotta isolate yourself.
You have to.
You gotta be able to. You gotta know that there's gonna be dark days and it fucking sucks.
But those.
But I
sunny
feel
days
like
will
when
overcome.
you see people like us talking about it, and it's like, oh shit.
Relatable.
And the crazy thing is, bro, like you started off the podcast. I'm just another fucking kid. That's all we are, bro.
Yeah.
That's all we are. We're just regular people trying to just speak out what we've gone through and hope that, you know what, it's gonna light somebody's bulb up and be like, today I'm gonna stop being like this and I'm gonna start trying to be like this.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. Like you said, at the beginning, I've changed, believe it or not, from who I am right now. My first year, I was all about.
I would expect you to, bro.
I was all about being rich, being able to afford a Ferrari. I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. Not right now, not anymore. I still want that Ferrari, I still want the McLaren, but I'm gonna invest first.
I feel that's
I want to
all
help others first.
Yeah, there you go. It's a byproduct of how much people you help. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So you find that extra energy when you start helping others, when you start impulsing others. Like I tell my girlfriend all the time, like me winning is cool, but if I can give you the script, will work for me and it works for you,
Bro,
like,
that gives me
boom.
instant happenings.
That's it.
Let me ask you a question. When you get a gift, it feels cool, right?
Yeah.
But when you give a gift
That's better.
and they're happy and they're like, damn, this is dope, don't you feel better? Like
Yeah, yeah.
even better than you receiving it?
I mean, I didn't give a gift today, but I sold a watch.
Yeah.
This lady bought two already. She's she bought an all gold watch.
Oh, shit.
And then I messaged her. She's like, "Oh, here's the pictures.
Would
so you
this
can
be
show
it?
it off." Yeah, that's the one.
So let's talk about this, bro. How did you come up with the concept of this?
Same like art.
And then because I stalked your Instagram low key. Nah, there was a post where it's like it's a penciled out like sketch, right?
Oh yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
the
then it was
beginning.
like that little details, like, you know, written
Colors.
down, this little detail, this
Yeah.
thing, and I'm like, yo, this guy literally legit drew this last thing to the fucking T.
So for you, it could be like, holy shit, how do you do this? For me, that shit's fucking simple and common sense for
But
me.
you know what I mean? It's like when I do a video, people are like, how can you just blurt out words like that and like thing? I was like, because to me, that's es mi arte way. Like, you know, that's my art.
exactly. I feel like it's boring if you just follow the script the whole time.
Nah, bro.
It's
Going
like
out of script is the best.
It's
And I
like
just wanna
it's
show it
like
so people
I
can
told
check it out.
everybody related close to me. What's when something it's like, for example, in construction,
See.
you know how they have those little pieces of wood,
Yeah.
like the three when you walk in, it feels safe. It still feels like
Shit. It's
it feels
yeah.
scary, but it feels safe, right? And then
Scaffold,
you know,
and then
and
you're
then
going up and
when
higher.
they walk in the circus, that little line.
Yep.
What's more fun and exciting?
The little line.
Exactly. That's kind of funny. It's exactly.
No, yeah,
That's how
definitely.
life is. That's how business is. That's how art is. You know, I studied to be a wildland firefighter, and I did that for 5 years.
Hey, we got a firefighter right here. Well, he was gonna be a firefighter. I mean,
I
you
did.
are, but
But my knees fuck me, so.
I told him to get off his knees
for a reason. Maybe there's something better for you.
Maybe
Yeah,
it happened for you, not
Dude,
to you.
What happens is the doors start closing, and then it starts leading you a certain way. But once you start seeing that, oh shit, like, rather than be like, oh fuck, this sucks, I didn't get the job I wanted, I'm not a pro boxer anymore. It's like, no, like, look,
There's still other routes, baby.
all these doors closed, but look, this big one opened for you. Like, you know, instead of hesitating, fucking go jump through it.
And then, you know, it's crazy that people get so stuck to this. This is the way I have to make it. This is the only route, that they forget that there's thousands of ways to get to the same destination.
And that's because of society.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Like Marcus mentioned earlier, it's you got to go to college, you got to get a job, you know, like 401k, bro. 401k is the most sketchy shit ever,
Bro, you get taxed in and taxed out, bro. Your money is shit when it comes
People-
out. You just don't do the research.
Yeah, and then most people don't even see the 401k.
Nah, never, bro.
They you know,
They end up taking out money halfway towards it.
But you know, going back to that society,
And I'm gonna stick with it for the rest
And
of my
a
life.
little fun fact, I wanted to be a firefighter too, but then I watched this novela and the firefighter burned, and I was like, "Ma, ya no quiero ser un bombero no more." And that was it, bro. So, hey, before we head to the next section of the podcast, I wanna touch these two subjects, bro. Where do you see Dan Blanco and your art in 10 years, and what legacy are you trying to accomplish?
Perfect question. 10 years, it'll probably be into multi-millions. Dan Blanco.
Hey, so if this shit blows up like a Rolex, ladies and gentlemen, he was here.
It's gonna blow up, guaranteed.
Matter of time, baby. It's only a matter of time. I love it,
bro. It's ever since we started this, I get little checkpoints, little deja vus. Not just me, but my business partner too.
Key.
We're doing certain things, and I was like, oh shit, deja vu. I've been here before.
I've done this.
Before. So
ever
since we started, me and my business partner were like, oh shit, you know, like every time we go through the rough patch, I'm like, bro, we already did this. We're just doing it again for fun. I tell them that. We mention that to each other all the time. We're doing this all over again just for fun. We already did this.
This is already written down in the life of book.
Bro, the market, the industry market for watches, it's in the fucking 9 billion. That's,
it's a $1 billion industry.
Yeah. So it's not even, I don't look at it as in the money, but I see it as like, damn, like there's an opportunity for us to get into this.
Yeah.
There's a bit market. It's just little things and little hints.
And I feel that you're doing it right, bro, because like we talked about earlier, you're tying it in with an emotion and with the story and with the purpose behind it. Just like any big brand, you realize that they put an emotion behind their brand, and you're not wearing the brand because it's fucking dope. Yeah, it is, but you're wearing it because it empowers you.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It took us 3 years. So this was designed in 2016. We have 300 designs.
Yeah.
You know, it's like every rapper says, all I need is one song to hit, and that's
and then
it.
The rest comes as it goes.
We have 300 designs. That means we have 300 opportunities to blow up.
Holy shit.
You know what I mean? So, it's like I tell my buddy, you know, there's dark days, but, you know, you got to keep each other up. You got to bump each other up.
And then once you have a running mate with you, bro, it makes it so much easier, and you feed off each other's energy.
I don't see as a money as in like, oh, the more money I have, I'm rich. I see as the more money we have, the more money we have to play with these and get more creative.
Yeah, the more people we can help.
I can't wait for that because it's only going to make our watches way better.
So I'll tell you this. Do you think you already made it? You're just missing the bigger budget?
Yeah.
Bam, bro. That's it.
You gotta.
That's it. If you're only missing the money, bro, then you made it. Because some people have the money and don't have the vision, idea, or plan, or people to back them up.
Bro, I got friends who got money and they're living in this shitty environment and they get all sucked in by the environment, their problems, and I'm like, bro, like you got money, go travel.
Go start a business.
Go fucking do something.
Go invest. You have. Let me just waste money.
Well, we did. We had zero money.
Yeah.
We had zero. I don't know if you listen to Grant Cardone, but he's made money with zero money.
Yeah.
You know, just like us.
Leverage your ideas and your strengths.
Grant Cardone says there's not a single entrepreneur or billionaire that I know that didn't get rich off debt.
That's a fucking tool.
Everybody.
Not a fucking like liability.
Once you
use
see
it right.
Exactly. Once you see it as a tool,
yeah.
And you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna take this credit card. I'm gonna use it for something good rather than I'm gonna take this fucking credit card and
max it out and go to fucking Nordstrom's
and buy some liabilities. That's stupid.
Yeah, dumb.
But if you use it towards your advantage,
and you buy assets, the assets make you money. Liabilities make you lose money.
Yeah, so eventually we'll be working together.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to invest in real estate and buy properties.
Bro, we'll get you all in that. It goes full circle, bro. Once you're part of the Energy family, bro, you're not going nowhere.
So
go ahead, I'm sorry about that.
So it's like you mentioned earlier, is like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Multi-millionaire company, probably be in the 10 years, 50 millions.
Nice.
50 up.
And we'll hold you accountable because this fucking, once we put it out, it's out forever.
What holds me accountable? Our work ethic. There's no doubt. I'm telling you, we already did this. We already did this. We're just doing it all over again. There's no doubt, bro. Like, we've had so many deja vu, so many coincidences.
This is not a fucking just
so many little things that, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, it's like once you start seeing all this is happening for you, as like, damn, like this is for me rather than, oh, that's funny, that's curious, that's what a coincidence. No, that shit's happening for you.
If you open your eyes.
so many. Today, I went to deliver the watch that I sold. I go up to the tax place.
Yeah.
The lady's right there with some clients, and she's like, "Oh, come over here, Daniel. I want to show you off. I want to show off your product."
See.
The guy that was sitting there has a marketing and ad company. You know what we need?
Attraction, baby.
You know what we need?
A marketing.
We need
company.
marketing ads. This dude was like, yeah, we helped this company in TJ blow up. We can do the same for you.
Who's the client?
Here's my number. Alex Ayala. Dude's like, yeah, you know, I'll give my number to my brother. You guys will talk, and you know, and I'm bro, like, I get out of there, I'm all excited. The lady is super happy. I'm like, how'd your husband? I like your watch. The watch. She's like, oh, he loved it. She bought another one. She bought 2 already, and she's gonna buy again. I bet you anything she's gonna buy.
And that's
again.
how it goes, bro. There's a snowball effect.
It's like a fucking virus.
There it is, bro. Spread that shit everywhere. Spread Dan Blanco everywhere, motherfucker. Let's infect the whole fucking United States.
That's how it spreads, bro. You know, one watch at a time.
Yeah.
One watch at a time, bro. You know, so we've been working so hard for this. Like, you're not gonna lose.
No, not if you have that fucking mentality and that
you're
work
not
behind
gonna.
it.
This is a failing, and all this struggling is part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you're conscious and you know aware of it, you know, like, oh, this is part of this path. Cool. Keep running with it.
Keep going with it.
You're gonna fall. You're gonna trip. You're gonna eat shit. You're gonna break a leg. You're gonna break an arm. But get up and keep going. You know, everybody. You know, dude. It's like I'm telling you. There's no doubt. I'm 100% sure.
Nah, and I don't doubt it, bro. The way that you speak up on it and the passion you have behind your words, bro. I know it's just a matter of time.
Bro, the work we've made, and just how everything clicked together. Like, if you're telling me, like, oh, you're sure? Bro,
I know you're sure. Your work
shit doesn't click like that. Shit just doesn't happen like that.
Nope.
When it happens like that, it's like, yeah, like that.
Okay,
like,
ponte las pilas and let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right, bro. We're gonna get into one of my favorite parts about this podcast. It's called the lightning round, and these are a set of questions that I don't know, you don't know. Only Marcos over there knows because he's been, making them. So let's just jump into these and see what we got today, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So first question: if you could close one fast food chain due to discussing food, what would you pick?
Damn, all of them.
You said fuck McDonald's, fuck Burger King,
They're
fucking
all
all.
terrible, bro.
Food's trash, bro.
If I got a close one, damn, that's hard. I'd say cheesecake.
Yeah.
Fuck cheesecake.
Why you gotta fight with me at cheesecake? You know,
bro, I love cheesecake, but the thing that made me pick this is when I went to Cheesecake last couple months ago. They have the signs of warning.
There's cancer in this shit.
We got fucking fish and shark and shit that has fucking
mercury.
Mercury. It's fucking in the corner. You can't even fucking see it.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, that's so fucked up. People are not aware of it. People are not aware of their phones releasing radiation.
Yeah, bro.
People are not aware of the fucking 5G towers releasing radiation.
That's true.
AirPods.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
That shit's releasing radiation straight in your fucking ear canal. People don't even fucking know it. They don't even fucking put it in the box.
I'm not wearing my AirPods anymore.
Bro, my shit, I used to have AirPods, but I only use them when I wear a workout.
Ah, okay,
So
okay.
just
Minimal radiation here.
You know, but yeah.
Makes sense.
Cheesecake.
All right. What are the qualities you really enjoy in a friend?
Loyal. Honesty. Just being real, you know?
That's true, and that's hard to come around nowadays because you get a
Bro.
whole bunch of yes men.
Fucking people change around, hang out with different people. They're fucking whole different person,
Yeah, definitely.
you know?
Favorite song to sing in the shower?
Ooh. In the shower. So many songs. I would, not just in the shower, but I sing it everywhere. It'd be a Skywalker. What's his name? Miguel.
Miguel and Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I like that song, bro. I'm about to listen to it on my own. All right, movie that always makes you cry.
Movies that make me cry? There's a firefighter movie. Only the Brave.
Oh, shit. Did they burn? Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Or what is the other one? Ledger 50.
Ladder 49.
Ladder 49. Jeez.
That one, I don't know. I might not cry the second time. I've watched it like 2 times, 3 times. I might not cry again, but the first time I watched it, dude, there was like this older dude next to me, the firefighter, just started crying, and then just having that experience of being there with the hand crew,
Yeah.
is like, fuck, like that
Damn,
sucks,
I
you know?
What's the best way to spend a rainy afternoon?
Coffee.
Coffee. Where do you like your coffee from?
Coffee bean.
That's good. Hey, we'll take it. We'll accept it here. Yeah.
Or painting and reading.
There you got to the answer. I was like, nah, that's better.
Coffee, painting, and reading.
Bam, there it is. What is something you learned in the last week?
Marketing and ads.
Ooh, we'll have a separate conversation about that. Do you Do you serve money or does money serve you?
Money serves me. That's the difference between the rich and the
Make money work for you.
make money works for you, not working for the money.
Don't work hard for your money. Let your money work hard for
It's
you.
a whole different ballgame when you think about it like that.
Do you believe in the 5-second rule?
Nah.
Nah, I ain't either. He said, nah, bro.
Nah.
There's germs at cheesecake. You think I'm going to fucking take my chances with 5 seconds on the ground?
Fucking mercury in the floor.
What's the sexiest name you can imagine?
Sexiest name?
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah, I know. I was
You
like,
already
what are you
know.
going to say? This one's going to be.
You already Lania, that's it.
Oh, there it is. You're like, because you'll kill me if I say any other name.
Try to get me in trouble.
In 40 years, what will people be nostalgic for?
Nostalgic.
Logic.
Oh.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgia.
I think he knew what I meant, bro.
I don't know, bro.
Guess not taking the chances you like to take.
I should have done this, but I didn't.
I watched this Gary Vee video earlier. It says he's surprised not many people take their chances in their 20s to 30s. Like right now is your window of opportunity.
Just keep trying.
Fucking
Trying.
go at
Just
it.
go 100% fail. Keep going. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Chickens? I don't know, man. You can get a bunch. It'll kill them. You fucking step.
What is your favorite drinking game?
Ooh. Flip cup.
Oh, I'll beat you on that.
You gotta have a party at OCL's house.
No, yeah, for sure. We'll fucking get it lit there.
All right, let's go.
Hey, what would your if you were forced into a dance competition, what song would you dance to?
Damn.
That one? Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
No. Damn. It has to be a Mexican one because I can't dance for shit.
Shit, I put on like some reggaeton.
Nah. There's a couple Mexican ones that I got.
Latona.
Oh, I had that in mind.
That counts.
We'll go with
Lechona.
Lechona.
But I gotta have a couple drinks before that.
Oh, bet.
I'll be good to go.
You're like, I'm good at painting, designing watches, dancing.
Yeah, back when I was boxing, I was like, I can only dance in the ring. I can't dance outside.
What is the most frustrating thing you encounter daily?
The what?
What's the most frustrating thing you encounter daily?
Oh, okay. Managing my time.
Dude,
I get
put
frustrated.
it there, pal.
I get frustrated, dude.
Dude, there's so
And
many
it's even-
times.
it's
Time goes
even-
by fucking fast. I'm like,
it's-
damn, ¿qué le pasó?
It's even funny because I'm screwing myself over on the way I manage my time. So,
Dude, you're in charge of your own time,
So
technically.
I'm not. Yeah. So I'm like I'm
Time
still
management.
learning as I go. But time management.
But that's how it is, bro. It's all the learning
Traffic.
experience. Fuck traffic, bro. So I don't go to TJ, bro. Sorry,
Bro,
just the
you-
lines don't work for
You
me.
can be positive. As soon as you get the freeway,
But traffic.
fucking motherfucker, just cut me off. Yeah.
All right, so we're coming here to the last question of the day. And you basically just got to finish it. Repeat after me and finish the sentence, okay? So, my name is blank, and I get my energy from...
My name is Daniel Morales, and I get my energy from art and reading.
Bam, ladies and gentlemen, episode 30 in the books. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Today's guest, search him up on Instagram, Novus Dan Blanco. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel or followed us on Instagram, stop what you're doing right now. Head over to our pages, click the follow button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tell all your friends because this is the best podcast in the world. Thank you so much to Dan. Novus Dan,
Oh, yeah, thanks
Dan
to you guys,
Blanco,
man.
and Daniel Morales for stepping into the Energy Podcast, brother.
No problem.
Can't wait to see where you're at in 10 years.
We'll see.
Even next year, fucker. Goddamn, bro. Thank you for coming by.
No, thanks to you guys, man.
Energy out.